What's up, you guys? It's Felipe, and I'm back at it again with another video. Can you guys enjoy this video really quick before we get started? Awesome. Hey, so today we're going to talk about saving money, tips on how the wealthy stay wealthy. And let's get to that. And it's important that we know wealth versus riches. I'll make another video on that later, but today we're going to talk about saving tips to get to wealth. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment if you're liking my videos. Remember, rat race to financial independence. Okay, I'll let you see the view again. Rooftop pools are really cool, right? Like, there's something about being able to swim on the rooftop overlooking. I don't know, there's something crazy about it. Okay, so let's get started. One of the reasons that I believe that most wealthy people stay wealthy is because my hair is just doing way too much in this wind. I got a business partner, his name is Diego Corzo. His hair is awesome, always, it's hilarious. Anyways, one of the ways that the wealthy stay wealthy is we have a knack to save money. When we were younger, we were called cheap. Like, that was the stand. Oh, they're cheap. They don't want to spend. But I feel like it was ingrained in us that we knew that money had a power. It had a separate use other than just to bring me pleasure. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up. They want to use money to bring them pleasure. I want my earned money. And I have another video on the difference between earned money and asset money and cash flow money and all that. There's different definitions to that dollar. I think earned money for me is going to keep working. I'm not going to go work for a dollar and then that dollar don't work for me. If that makes sense. I want my dollars to work for me. Now, my cash flow dollars are different. That's someone else's hard-worked money where I provide a service like housing or Uber drivers or whatever. Now, so if I'm renting a house to them, they pay me in cash or check or money or whatever. That's cash flow. I use that money for my benefit, like vacations with my family or different toys that I want, a car or whatever, right? So I don't spend my worked money. I invest it. Now, my cash flow money, I'm a little more fun with, right? I'm purposely not going to spend the money that I work for on Starbucks. My cash flow money, okay, let's get a latte. No big deal. But that's not something we're going to indulge in, right? Because I know that I can make that coffee for 30 cents, right? Now, the next thing is I'm not going to spend my earned money on Netflix. I'm going to spend my cash flow money on Netflix. My earned income will always go to cash flow producing assets. And as my cash flow grows, then I'm going to allow my life to grow a little. Let's say my rate goes up 30% in 1 year of how much cash flow I've made, then I'm probably going to up my lifestyle 10%. And then I'm going to give 10%, right? Because as a Christian, as a believer, I believe in giving your 10%. And then I'm going to save or reinvest 10%, right? Over and over and over again, right? You know, it's interesting, all these YouTube gurus that don't have kids or a family, they're like, save 90% of your income and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, you don't have kids. You don't know that your son wants a toy every time you go to Walmart or Target. Now, that doesn't mean you get the brat every, no, I'm just kidding. That doesn't mean you get them something every time. But that does mean that you're going to spend a little more than, you know, the influencer, the YouTuber. I don't know how many dads are out there like me. But it's not fun to not buy your kid the toy he wants. Now, obviously, he's going to earn them, right? My hair is doing the most. So I honestly believe that as people of wealth, or as you're trying to grow your wealth, it's very, very important to know what money you're going to spend and what money you're going to invest. And I think giving is a huge part of this. There is a direct correlation, sorry about that, There is a direct correlation between giving and net worth and earnings. I don't know the exact science, but I know it's biblical, and I know there's been tons of study about it. People that give tend to be worth more financially. So I would challenge every single one of you to give a little more. So the way to wealth is through spending the right money and investing the right money. Cash flow producing properties is going to give you that. Invest a certain amount. Spend in yourself a lower amount. Give minimum 10%. Get wealthy, stay wealthy by not overindulging in yourself, but investing in yourself. Overindulge in the investing part. All right. You know, I'm not going to tell you not to buy the Starbucks or don't use the Netflix. You know, I have kids. I get it. My wife, sometimes we just need a Starbucks on the way. You know, it's midday and we're like, hell, I'm super tired. We got to do this. Right. So don't you let these little YouTube influencer kids who are like eating burritos at home, frozen burritos and Keurigs, right? Like, for all you dads out there like me, don't let that affect you negatively.